Hello there. The market disruptions caused by the corona pandemic also shaped the economic situation of coastal fishing in Lower Saxony in 2021. This was announced by the Lower Saxony Chamber of Agriculture, or LWK. The proceeds from fish, crabs, and mussels increased slightly overall last year. But this increase was based solely on the higher average prices in the shrimp fishery, while fresh fish and mussel fisheries had to accept significant declines, explained Philipp Oberdörfer from the LWK Fisheries Department. Before 2019, revenues were regularly more than a third higher. The number of fishing vessels in Lower Saxony's coastal fisheries has been declining for years. In the past 5 years, the fishing fleet has been reduced from 132 to 120 vessels. The average age of the cutter is over 40 years, and there have not been any new buildings since 2004. For shrimp fishermen, despite positive trends after 2019 and 2020, 2021 was the third year in a row in which annual sales were a good third below the long-term average. At an average of €4.30 per kilogram, the producer price was significantly higher than in the previous year with €3.90, but the volume increased only slightly. And Oberdörfer said, "In the meantime, even long-established companies have had to draw on their reserves in order to bridge the unusually long dry spell." For the mussel industry, 2021 was characterized by unfavorable weather conditions, few seed mussels, and low sales. Overall, this is the 10th year with below-average sales, which barely cover the current operating expenses for the 4 mussel fisheries in Lower Saxony and make investments in the future massively more difficult. The so-called small deep-sea fishery in Lower Saxony had to struggle with falling catches and sales in 2021. The economically most important species continued to be saithe, cod, plaice, Norway lobster, and sole. The reasons for the negative trend were cuts in catch quotas due to European regulations and the ongoing aftermath of the corona pandemic. In addition, despite a last-minute Brexit agreement, the effect of Great Britain's exit from the EU were clearly noticeable. The aid funds made available by the EU, the so-called Brexit Adjustment Reserve, had not yet reached the companies by mid-2022. According to the LWK, the agreement means that the fishermen in Lower Saxony have lost 25% of their fishing quotas in the medium term, which will be gradually transferred to Great Britain within 5 years. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.